Hello, my name is Zombie Zero. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations. In the previous session, we finished off episode 3, Recipe for Turnabout, and we got a little bit into episode 4, Turnabout Beginnings. Got immediately thrown straight into the action of Mia Faye's first case as a defense attorney 6 years ago. So a year before the events of episode 1, so we're seeing familiar faces we're seeing a bunch of familiar faces, and one particular witness of episode 1, so I'm not sure what to expect. So yeah, just get right into it and figure out what everything means together. February 16th, 1:14 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 4. Also our defendant. Mr. Falls, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up. Thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime. Also, I decided for now because I'm not really sure. I have my doubts about who Armando actually is, but for now I'm gonna give Armando just my regular voice because I don't want to think about it. So I just want to at least make that one point clear because I'm unsure on who Armando is, but for now we know they're associated with Grossberg because he's one of Grossberg's he's one of Mr. Grossberg's attorneys. Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we gotta get past. Obstacle? Yeah, motive. Why would Mrs. Foster kill that policewoman anyway? Motive, huh? Anyway, we're still badly needed information. Information? Right. What we need the most is information on this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing. What is it? Well, the incident happened 5 years ago, of course. Kidnapping murder case on that zebra boy is on death row for... I didn't do nothing, I didn't kill anybody, I never lie. Mr. Falls, in that case? Tell us more about it. Oh, what happened 5 years ago? Okay, I trust you. That day, 5 years ago, I dream of it every day. This picture, it reminds me of everything. It reminds me of everything. Bridge looks the same and just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart any minute. So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years? Sorry buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart any minute. True. Did kidnap her. 5 years ago. I kidnapped my girlfriend. Dahlia Hawthorne. Your girlfriend? Nani? Hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? The victim's last name? Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister. Nani? Are you serious? The girl, let her go. Shut up. Come closer, and I'll kill her. Sorry, but you're not gonna get the chance. The detective back then was probably a hawthorn. At first I thought shooting someone for kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. Wrong. No protect sister. Valerie betrayed me. Betray us. What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything. All lies. All make-believe. Kidnapping too. A make-believe kidnapping? Dahlia, my girlfriend, my love, my teen angel. Did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas. I do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says. Anything Dahlia says? Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... Yeah, me and Dahlia and Valerie too. Valerie was in on it? Dahlia's family rich. Jewelry business. We get one jewel, that's what we thought. Also, Legend, you're first today. Nice, sir. Welcome in Hazard and Legend. Just getting started, just started a bit late today. Because I was catching up on someone else's stream, so. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note we sent to our dad. Asked for $2 million diamond. Tell him to make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie make transfer because she knew detective. Having a police detective in your pocket is an useful thing, alright? The only reply is splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh? Yeah, but that woman. That woman, Valerie, she did it for real. She shoot at me for real. Me and Dahlia. I was shot in arm. Dahlia, she jumped in the river. Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, did you? I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I black out, wake up with police all over. And that's when I decided to give you the death sentence. I can't believe it. A woman, she betrayed me. That man, Terry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. Drew my beloved sister into the roaring river 40 feet below. Sheesh. Not the turn I was expecting, honestly. These 5 years, all I wonder is why? Just why? Why did she lie? That's all I want to know. So that's why you called her. You want to hear the truth from Valerie herself. Yes, but I forget what she looked like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her, just ask why. Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want to hear an answer come from her mouth, that's all.
And his name is John Cena!
So that's why you called John Cena. I mean, Terrible. That's why you made a crazy escape like that. Also, your second rebel. Congrats. Just one thing, Zebra Boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Fells. Where is it? Huh? Oh, where's what? Well, now, Kaden. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you get it back to Pops? Did the police take it? I don't know. Nani? You don't know? No, really? I don't know. It's gone with Dahlia. With Dahlia? That day on the bridge, Dahlia put it in backpack. Now gone with Dahlia. Gone forever. Into Eagle River. Disappear with Dahlia, huh? Wait a sec. You can come back in now. We're about ready to go. Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond's still missing?
Ooh.
Ooh. Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne? Never found her. Sweet Dahlia. They never found her? Swallowed by river. Gone. Dahlia by Teen Angel. You're a teen angel? How old was she anyway? Just 14. 14? I guess you were robbing crazy for diamonds. She plans a fake kidnapping, disappears into the river for rock or 2 mil. Hey yo. Man oh man. Angels these days. Falls takes the fall as a tongue twister somewhere and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hunter an angel or is she really a... It's time, kitten. Looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now. You bet. $2 million gem. Used as a ransom for Dahlia. Lost to Eagle River 5 years ago. The training wheels come off now, yeah. You gotta strike while the iron's hot. That's one of my rules. Remember it. I'm still getting some cooldown vibes, but again, I'm not sure, therefore regular voice went out so I can be certain. Because me trying to improvise on the fly is not... It's something I don't really feel like doing today. February 16th, 1:49 p.m. District Court, Court number 4. Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. A witness, are you feeling better? Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best. You're a brave young lady. I'm getting the sense of deja vu again, and not the good kind. I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try to pin the crime on an innocent student is... What are you talking about? My witness is not the person at trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime, that's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman? It's really hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. Motive, huh? I figured that's what I had established next. Well, Miss May, do you have any evidence of a motive? Yes, of course. I think. You're so acting the same as a kitten. Mr. Armando. Listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisting in knots is a mark of a pro. Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that. Excuse me, may I speak, Mr. Judge? Of course, Mr. Judge. Fuji, please. I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why. I at least wanted you as a judge to know that it's not true. As again, I roll my eyes at Uji. Well, it looks like this witness is a real professional. Oh, what do you mean? Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her, click, she lights right back up. Get it out then. Let's see what the witness has to say. Melissa Foster's history. I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I've never been in Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for why to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago? Or kidnapping a poor girl? I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster. Out of the country, yeah? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. Well, you're at the back end. Sharpen those claws and put on your best bow. You bet. Someone had to tie to this case. So, what country were you living in then? We're all living abroad, but after my parents were killed. It was a brutal civil war. She had to try to make her way back home alone. I lost everything. I don't even have any personal identification. What kind of sob story is this? Witness, answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in? Your Honor, this line of questioning is childish. What country she was in and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here. What we're here to evaluate is whether this witness has any connection to this crime. I've lived abroad ever since I was a little girl. That's why I can never have known Mr. Falls or Detective Hawthorne. Yes, I think we established that point. Yes, indeed. Well then, shall we add what you just stated to the official testimony? Yes, please, Mr. Judge. Now, shall know either the victim or the defendant. Like, I know she's guilty of something. Obviously, I need to continue to press. You don't know either person? Are you certain of that? Yes. I'm afraid I'm rather shy around people. Oh well, that can't be helped. I just agree with everything that comes out of her mouth. First thing you saw either of them was when they were on the bridge, correct? Yes, it really was a coincidence. It's because you get a price, I guess. So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway? I just love being outdoors. Picnics, hiking, you know, that sort of thing. Well, you don't look like much of a hiker to me, but you do look like a digger of sorts. But Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from here, and no trains run through there. There are plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to. I went there once with the college hiking club. I fell in love with its stark, desolate beauty and its cold, romantic luminous. Yeah, it's the person from the first episode, and I feel like the wheels are starting to click with why Mia behaved the way she did to Melissa. Oh. Yeah, to Melissa. Oh, I think pretty sure she's lying about her name. At least I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're a year before the events of the first episode, so we're 6 years in the past. We're a year before the events of episode 1, where we met Phoenix for the first time. I was like, figured I was giving it a time. I figured I'd eat at that person. Jolly Hunter and Valerie's younger sis. Victim of the kidnapping / murder fell from the bridge. No. I have a place to eat, but I need to get more information, more context. Perhaps your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the on the trunk of the car. Well, that's... Unfortunately, Miss Faye, your last statement proves nothing. Oh really? Why is that? The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that at the time, an officer showed her this photo. Oh, and also where we have the old Edgeworth. Well, we have Edgeworth, who is Von Karma's protege. Because I recognize the finger wiggle because I actually remember the name after that session. Is that fair? That wicked inmate. I'll never be able to forget that horrible day. I know this has to be important. I don't have a hunch. It has to be something I have in my inventory, right? The note? No. The teacup? No. That was the last episode. Entirely new episode, entirely new evidence. No, and I'm pretty much jumping again, as I tend to do. Okay, or not. And let me press the other ones, even though I feel like they're not really relevant. I mean, it's not hard to believe because she was found guilty in the subsequent, in a subsequent case. No, that's the part I looked at already. grudge? Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death? Yes, that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. Objection. My client's always maintained that he's innocent of those charges. He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean... Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policeman as well. What do you mean by that? Your client? He forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well. Well, she's right about that. Mr. Falls is kind of forgetful. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What do you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right? Right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification. Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me. That's true, he's clearly a bitter man. This is bad. Mr. Fall's reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Then it is best not to poke too deep. Oh, have it added. Your Honor, what the witness just said just now was tremendously important. I'd like to add it to the official testimony. Prosecution has no objection. Well, the defendant is a killer and a mentally imbalanced one at that. Testimony only has to further prove that point. And no, that's not what I... Enough, witness, if you would. Okay, I think I see my contradiction now. Objection. Witness, I want you to look at this photo you took. It's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf the victim wore as identification. Talking about the scarf right here, eh? Yes, that's it. The scarf the policewoman was wearing. Got her now, just don't mess it up. But that's strange. In your testimony, you say the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. White? This is a scarf being identified as belonging to the victim. But it certainly doesn't look white to me. Well, it was foggy that day, and it was raining as well. It's not surprising that she mistook it for white. Objection. Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed that this was the victim's scarf. Yes, but what's the significance? It's true the scarf doesn't look white, but there's only one explanation for this mix-up. Ah, great. And I didn't save. I'm assuming the photo, right? Take that. I'm gonna assume I'm wrong, but I'm gonna save it here so I don't have to redo that bit. I'll wait the point loss if it happens. Yeah, that was not it. Ow, my points. I'm assuming the note then, right? Yeah, take that. Witness, have you ever seen this note? No, no, never. It's top secret evidence. There's no reason he would have. I wonder about that. What do you mean? This note tells Mr. Fall's instructions to the victim regarding the beating. It says, wear white scarf for identification. White scarf? Witness, you knew what this note said. And it's because you knew that he slipped up and mistakenly said white scarf. Well, Miss Foster? Order. Mr. Ezra, I'm waiting for an explanation. Quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public. And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew that was quite limited. Terry Falls is one, the person who wrote the note, Valley Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person. Did you say one more person? That's right, a person that no one would have suspected. Figured it out, kitten? Yep. Take that. For dog's sake, really? I'm not gonna get the second point loss because if I do accept it, that means if I mess up one more time, I'm entirely screwed and we get guilty. At the top. I'm assuming what I was meant to say was the deceased person. When I made it first, I make a massive screw up. So. Thank goodness for the B button. Alright, save it right here. Take that. And that person is Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? I've never heard that name before. But look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There's her name right there. That's this. So who is this person? Is Dahlia Hawthorne? Miss Fable, she's desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life. The dead? Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime? You don't mean... Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls. Objection. Said she was killed, but was she really? What are you implying? Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago, but when she fell off a dusky fish and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found. She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead. Objection. The fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years ago. Got it backwards. 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster, I believe that's the same age you are. Even you couldn't. Miss Faye, you're not sane. But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is a girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Nani? I smirk. That was like tossing a grenade into a 3-alarm fire. But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist. I understand. Okay, I should probably say before I have to do it over again. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now's our chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm. Witness, just who are you anyway? I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. Don't have to say any more, witness. Yes, I understand. Miss Edgeworth, explain yourself. Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far. You don't mean... Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses. What did he say? Looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go. Oh wait, then why? He hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't gonna say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade. Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Okay, so now the name makes sense. But I thought she died 5 years ago. We thought so as well, but, well, as you can see. Why? Why she hide her identity for 5 years? It has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime. Objection. Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of a victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder. Objection. I knew I would mess up at some point. But really, Miss Faye, I must say, your strategy here is painfully obvious. Trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost. How dare you? Please, let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. Even worse than that, 5 years later. Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious, her big sister. This Faye must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her. Nani? I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister? Well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somehow he turned it all around on me. Listen, I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim. It wasn't me. It was this guy, the crazy coffee addict. I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. What makes you think they're empty, boy? Because her protege looks like she's sweating bullets. Well, I am sweating bullets. Think you're in a tough spot, huh? Of course, aren't I? No. You just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you. Up to me? The rashes of youth. How charming. Again, it's coming from someone younger than me, again. Yeah, then let's not waste any more time, Miss Faye. Oh, obviously it is. Take that. I messed up again, didn't I? You know what, I need to play lost in the chat. I just hope to not to screw up a third time, because if I do, I'm just screwed by proxy. It was just the rashes of youth. Totally. What motive would the witness have? Take that. Again, wouldn't be the first time I put the carriage before the horse and all that. Anyway, take that. Story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is a note she left. It says, talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Dahlia Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth. The whole truth? There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently. A terrific story, Miss Faye. If you like fiction, that is. Lay in the car, Miss Faye. But what was the secret that was so important? Where's your evidence? Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne and Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all. Right, I know the secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What testimony? Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe it will explain a lot of things, such as the nature of this important secret between the Hawthorne sisters. Fair enough. I'll grant your request with further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but can you line this once more? Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge. You'll know charm one more time, Dahlia. This will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. 5 years ago. Um, 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Miss Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life. Hey, Bald. It's hard to tell who's a prosecutor in these cases. In this case, it's Ashworth today. And honestly, the whole going back and forth between Mia and Phoenix's shoes is also sort of just throwing me off a bit, because I wasn't expecting to see Ashworth at all, given that he's incognito still. Especially well, especially Edgeworth just coming out. Edgeworth like fully dressed like he's upon Karma. Right, back to it. And everybody left her emotionally scarred. Her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe that after all that she murdered her sister? Preposterous. Thank you, Miss Edgeworth. Miss Faye? Yes, Your Honor. As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'd ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. And Mr. Edgeworth got the job of me again. We're not to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up, we still got that info, that ace up our sleeve. What info? Come on, kiddo. Let's see if we got it already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged? That's right, it was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us that in the lobby. Right, I remember what happened almost an hour ago. Sure, our brain isn't that bad. Said the fake kidnapping's your best shot, Mia. That's her secret. Did you and Mr. Falls have a relationship? Yes, as a tutor. You were tutoring him, Mr. Falls? No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Mr. Falls came to the house to tutor me. Well, that makes sense. 5 years ago, she was only 14. Carla came up with a kidnapping plan during that time. The Hawthorns are in the jewelry trade and are quite wealthy, you see. I'm quite the fellow that Mr. Falls. Did I hear him right? Did he call Mr. Falls a clever fellow? I heard a diamond is valued in the neighborhood of $2 million. $2 million? It was still uncut, so it was about the size of a pint of milk. 2 million pint of milk. Don't know what to think about that. The defendant demanded that her sister Valerie make the exchange. Not as a detective, of course, but as an individual. By the way, I want to ask you, Mr. Ashworth. Why do you think he wanted to make the exchange up there on the mountain? If he ever got surrounded, it'd be hard to escape. There's one thing a kidnapper wants to prevent, and that's police involvement. In a place like that, it would be easy to tell if he was being followed. With only one entrance to the mountain, he was ensuring his safety. A wickedly clever man is that Mr. Falls is. Yeah, right. It was all your plan. Anyway, Valerie brought the diamond to the mountain and... That was a dangerous thing to do considering you were being held hostage. Yes, but... Actually, that saved my life. What do you mean? You see, Mr. Falls was holding a knife in his right hand. Somehow I just knew he was going to use it. I knew he was going to use that knife to kill me. That's why my sister shot him. It was to save me. I'd like to hear more about what happened right at that moment. Well, when Mr. Falls was shot in the right arm, he let go of me. I was dazed. I turned to try and run away, but Mr. Falls turned to grab me as well. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second. He gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin. And in the next instant... Splish. I mean, can't resist. I advise the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift. I was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked out. When I came to, I'd been carried away by the river to a strange place. I'll never forget that day. A crumbling bridge, nowhere to run. Then just one little shove from behind, that was it. Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river. And that's why you hid your identity? Yes, I only told my sister. Valerie Hawthorne, huh? Yes, she's the only one who knew about me. Meanwhile, legally, this witness has been deceased for 5 years. Didn't want something like that to happen to me again. And I knew identity was Melissa Foster, right? Yes, my sister helped me get the official paperwork taken care of. Well, that makes sense. Without insider's help, doing all the paperwork would have been impossible. She was the only person left in the world I could count on. You think I killed her? There's no way I could. It's a moment of truth for this witness too. Was the truth about the stage kidnapping comes out. Everyone in the court would know how much of a Jezebel she really is. It's gotta prove that kidnapping was a hoax. I think this is probably the moment. No. And I actually have to say a little because that's my last bit of life. The film has to be important because that's what Terry Falls told us. But again, I'm probably overthinking it again. Oh, not that picture. I used the wrong picture actually. This one. Objection. You say that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe. But it's true. I felt a push my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Falls. I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible. Impossible? I accept the court recalled the condition of Dusty Bridge, now and 5 years ago. A bridge hasn't changed one bit in these last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind as he claimed, instead of being carried away by the river, you would have been smashed by the bedrock below. Almost certain death. You understand now, Dolly Hawthorne? The very notion of my client pushed from behind is impossible. Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then. Objection. But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference. You're right. If the event occurred just as the witness had testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this? You see, Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never said that she fell from the back end of the river. What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwillingly pushed her off the side of the river. That's true that she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct? Now that you mention it, I do remember now. When I fell off the bridge, my skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires. You can't be serious. Order in the quarter. Seems Miss Face Assault has finally reached its conclusion. Objection. Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just a start of Miss Face Assault. Okay, I need to save or else I may just again eventually inadvertently just end the timeline. Nani? I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwillingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible. Ridiculous. What's so impossible about it? And there's a contradiction. Alright, this picture. Take that. Your Honor, all the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It'd be impossible to push someone off from here, or from there. Let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He'd have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over. Objection. So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Falls had been shot in the right arm. Oh. And more importantly, Charlie Harder had her gun trained on him at point-blank range. So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge? That is clearly impossible. Order. What is the meaning of this? Dahlia Hawthorne. He jumps into the Eagle River intentionally. Nani? What is this? Indeed. What do you mean by such a ridiculous remark? Yes, it's ridiculous. Sister was there to help me. She had her gun and handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide. Objection. Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what she did. You were probably confident you could handle the swift current, but even more so. The witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river. Oh, then what is it? What was so important that she wanted to jump into the river? The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of the Eagle River. Take that. 5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up the mountain with her, the $2 million diamond. No, it can't be. Yes, Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million, she was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. And the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river. with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack. Why, that's simply ridiculous. Order. Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? This woman is a demon. And there is one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You mean the victim is involved in a kidnapping plot as well? I cannot do an Uji acting to save my life today. Apologies. Also, mouth distract. She was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely. I'm sure that had weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. Is this the sole reason behind the victim's murder? What do you mean by that? On the day of the murder, after receiving a call from Miss Falls, Valerie called her sister Dahlia. And then she told her what she was planning to do. Planning to do? She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her note. That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when he hatched her demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices in the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne. Who is that? Laughing at a time like this? Forgive me. It's just hilarious. Witness? Is that you? You amuse me, woman. Miss Mia Fey. It's certainly weave an exciting tale. And naturally, you have the evidence to back it up, don't you? Evidence? Evidence that I planned a kidnapping, of course. That at 14 I plotted with Mr. Falls and my sister. Well, And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? You can't prove evidence to at least show that? Well, Miss Faye? I don't know. What a joke, you, Miss Faye. Are you stupid or something? How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't know how to decide to prove Valerie Hawthorne's murder. But it seems that we come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I'm forced to reject the assertions made by the defense. Of course you are. Is this it? Is it really over? The girl's made a fool out of me and there's nothing I can do about it. Well, evidence the trial's over. Who decided that? Mr. Armando? Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony. Testimony? On the day in question, Dolly Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fall's stolen car and then went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right? Yes, that's right. Well, in that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who could testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Again, don't mind me, I'm forced to chronically say because if I get even the smallest bit wrong, I'm forced to accept a guilty verdict. and redo this exact same things I've been doing. No, duh. Take that. Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. A new witness? Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls. The defendant? There's only one person who can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person who knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person who can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether in fact it was her younger sister Dahlia disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all. That person is Terry Falls. Wow, Mr. Andrew, what is your take on this? Why not? The prosecution has no objection. Read it out. Bailiff, leading the defense to the witness stand. It's my last chance, Mr. Falls. The last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes? I don't believe it. No way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me. Mr. Falls? I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia's very much alive. And you were used for $2 million. It's not true. Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days on Dusky Ridge, just who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne or was it Dahlia Tongue twisters. Was it Valia Hawthorne or was it Dahlia Hawthorne? Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago she promised never ever betray each other. Terry. Dahlia? It's true. You are alive. You don't trust me anymore. It makes me sad. Tell the truth, the real truth. I believed in you. Shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there is one thing I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry. Dahlia? I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and once only. While Mr. Falls, you'll also be the final testimony of this trial. ... Witness? I'm sorry, I apologize. Water, please. Water? No? Can't talk. Need water. Oh wow, guess I have to do my coffee instead. At least the National Way is probably filling right now. Darker and bitter than hell itself. Who Terry Falls saw. Again, tongue twisters. Who Terry Falls saw. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of Bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on Bridge. I watched my car from Bridge. I never put no body in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked, then she left. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia. Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you? That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. ... exclamation point. Well, in this way, please proceed with the cross-examination. Is how you wanted to end, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence? There's only one person who could stop it. You can, I think. Okay. No pressure, right? That's hit point. That's supposed testimony. Does that to not eat the wrong evidence, I guess. According to the note, the meeting was supposed to take place at 4:30. You certainly arrived early, didn't you? It was raining. Pretty dark too. You waited on the bridge for 30 minutes? Mr. Falls? Eagle mailed in that spot. Strong memories. Why did he just climb up? Could it be he's hiding something here? You were quite early, so you waited on that bridge, correct? Yeah, I like waiting. I'm used to it. I'm sure he is. Superboy waited 5 years to ask a single question. To find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been like a blink of the eye. You were washing the car? That bridge, other side is broken. Nobody could come from there. So, I was washing car. What else were you expecting, number 2? Suppose it's an obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. I'm getting that feeling of contradiction. I wonder what's on the other side of the broken bridge anyway. No one lives there. There's a small shrine up on the mountain, but that's it. Anyway, nobody came, no car, nothing. Sell him now. Mr. Falls, think carefully now. Are you certain that it was Valerie Hawthorne? I never lie. It's the truth. It was Valerie. I remember her face. Wait a minute, if you remember her face, then why'd you make her wear a scarf as identification? It's alright. Told a little lie. The woman I met, she was different from the woman standing here now. She was different. It was Valerie. What did you talk to her about anyway? Mr. Falls? Valerie told truth about the kidnapping 5 years ago. She says somebody needed to take the blame for it. That was all I could think to do. She said that. That's why she lied. Got me death penalty. Are you satisfied with the answer, Mr. Witness? Dahlia died. It was my fault. But I don't really remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I did push her in. It don't matter no more. Either way, my Dahlia, my sweet teen angel, dead. But you just saw that she isn't dead. After Valia talked to me on bridge, that they left to live for. Also, that can't be healthy. Just knobbing on the ball and chain. How can he be so sure? He was running at the time and sunset that day was at 5 o'clock. It would have already been pretty dark on the mountain at 4:30. Please, Miss False, this is your last chance. You've already taken the fall once for something you didn't do. That woman, it wasn't Dahlia. Up right there. What more needs to be said? Even if it means a death penalty, even if it means taking the blame for murder, you'll still do whatever is necessary to protect her, won't you, Mr. False? Probably the dog teeth. You know, stuff to make him stronger. I mean, it's impressive if he could dominate that ball and chain and not have his teeth entirely break apart. I know it's obvious, but he's clearly lying. He's been cursed by Dahlia Hawthorne. He'll probably go to his grave still believing in her. Mr. False, you may show he's still lying. The poor guy will still be cursed. And you'll still have to point out the contradiction anyway. As a curse will be in a defense lawyer, I guess. Okay, I think the contradiction has to be here because this is where... Yeah, it has to be this with the map. No. Right there's a wetland bridge. Okay, I think it has to be this one, right? No. What was the context first again? Put it on the bridge. No, not that part. This part? Oh, that's that part. As I push the wrong button. No. Well, it's just supposed to be that Valerie's pretending to be your sister or something. I think we did with the first game, like the one with Von Karma. What we know is that Valerie's lying twice. Well, not Melissa Foster, but Dahlia's lying twice. Once to say she's innocent and didn't take the diamond, the other one to kill Hawthorne in this case. Maybe it is the last statement, not what I'm thinking is of this. No. It's gonna be something silly. I know it. It's gotta be the badge. Ironically enough, a badge was involved in the previous case. It was a bit funny though. No. So I think I used the same evidence twice I used the same picture twice, which that's surprising. There's 3 different pictures. No, it's not that one. Unless they want me to yeet a person and not evidence. No, I figured I might as well check. What's the context of this one? Where did? Oh, I did. Did I do Valerie's? No, I already did Vanessa. Wash your car from the bridge and put a body in the car. I swear it's gonna be a person, not evidence. I'm meeting for this contradiction. No, it's not. We talked, then she left. Actually, wait. I think I already checked the picture, right? I think I did, but I want to double check. I'm not sure if I did or if I presented the wrong, if I presented the wrong picture. Because my reasoning is... that the victim is here, the killer is here. And there was a picture I was taking here showing this. So something's inconsistent. I think it's one of the pictures. There it is. Gotcha. I mean that. Objection. So when you got to the bridge, no one arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that? Yeah, I'm sure. You're sure, huh? Well then I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying. Oh. I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Faye. You want to know who ran with the bridge first? Well, I'll just look at the photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right? But that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, he must have arrived at the bridge after she did. I still don't think that eating that ball and chain is not good for your health. Just saying. Mr. Falls? Please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth. That's a lot of iron now. I mean, you're not wrong. I got there around 4 o'clock. It's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place. Did you go to the special place before you went to the bridge? Yeah. It's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love. A memento? 5 years ago, I hid it under a bridge of tree there. It's a special memory for me. This is what I went to get. So the ball on the necklace is your memento. It's quite charming, but it looks empty. Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But he then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. Indeed, there certainly wasn't enough time for it. Still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Huh? Mr. Falls? That's enough, please. A witness? I promised her 5 years ago. If it ever happens that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle. Stop the trial. Your Honor, we need a recess. stupid. I didn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this. Oh, we're so close. Just a little more. I was gonna prove your innocence. No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia. Again. Mr. False? Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee. Mr. False? The phone, please. And so my first trial ended, suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal, Jolly Hawthorne, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. Forgivable, that witch. Mr. Armando? We were so close to the truth, it was right there in front of us. We were just a little too soft, kitten. It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself. Don't cry, kitten. You're gonna make my coffee all salty. I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this. Yeah. I knew it. Game, why are you hitting me in the feels right now? I had a feeling because of the coffee, and again, as like the game knows. Alright. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. Oh, Jusice. Only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Mr. Armando? No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you found them away and eventually forget them. One year later, in this very same courthouse. Oh, that was from Phoenix's point of view, actually. I myself got wrapped up in that case. That I remember. Only after that did Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face. It was finally all over. Well, at least that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that made me remember all this. Troubled beginnings. The end. I will say I had an inkling of a feeling when he kept on drinking coffee, but at the same time, I wasn't sure if Armando really was it really him until that theme song went on. Anyway, do I want to cut this early and leave episode 5 for a fresh May? I think the answer to that is yes. Because last time I did this, the first part, and it was like an hour long, and I went way over time. So when we come back next time in Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations, we go to episode 5, Bridge to the Turnabout. And it seems like things are going to get really serious. If the narration's saying it. It's being foreboding and all that. So I'm going to call it here for today.